Welcome to day 2 of our 10 days of Stuff Your Stocking. Yesterday we showed you some great packages with Aurifil thread and an adorable wall hanging with thread spools for your sewing room. Today we're going to talk about scissors, and those of you that know me know how much I love scissors. I use them all of the time. I have them on my cutting table next to my sewing machine, on my long arm, where I embroider, because all scissors have different purposes. I always come back to the Karen K. Buckley. The new Kimberbell scissors are some of my absolute favorites, and I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about those today. So last year we did scissors, and there was 4 from Karen K. Buckley. She's added 2 great pairs to those, and so we're going to talk about some different packages we have for all of the scissors, and just an expansion pack for those of you that bought the original 4. And we're also going to talk about the Kimberbell scissors. The Karen K. Buckley, now the first 4 pairs are all serrated edge. 3 of the first 4 pairs are right-handed or left-handed, which is really nice because I know there are those of you out there that struggle with scissors because there aren't very many options for a left-handed scissor. These have a serrated edge to them, so they stay very sharp, and very sharp point on them also. One of the things that I love is that they are very ergonomic. They're very comfortable in my hand. I'm always looking for things that with my thumb, they fit comfortably and they work really good. When I'm doing different things, I might be cutting batting, or I might be cutting just a bunch of rough cuts of fabric for some applique that I'm doing on my embroidery machine, a lot of different things. One of the great things about these serrated scissors is they'll actually very easily take and they'll cut very smoothly 4 layers of fabric, and you won't have any, there won't be any rough edges or anything like that. So that nice serrated edge really does make a difference. All of the Karen K. Buckley scissors come with a protective sleeve so that you don't drop them on your foot or poke out of the bag that you're traveling in and things like that. So there is the large set, which is the purple set, and those scissors are 7.5 inches. The next set is one that's a little bit smaller. These are one of the most popular that people like when we're cutting our chain piecing apart, or we're just doing some quick trimming. Once again, the same sharp edge, the same serrated blade, very comfortable left or right-handed, so that's a really great benefit because there aren't a lot of scissors out there. Then there is the smaller green ones. So these are super sharp. I've actually dropped these on my foot at my long arm before. One thing with the serrated edge that a lot of people don't realize is it actually will grab thread for you. So before you cut it, that serrated edge will help you pull a thread out and some things like that, especially with the smaller red ones. So these are really great. Sometimes you need to do very small snips around a curve to make that turn easier. Sometimes we use snip marks for marking and different things like that. So once again, these are also right or left-handed, extremely comfortable. As you can see, it's got a smaller handle, but it still fits very nicely with my hands and my thumb, and that is very important. And of course, it has its protective sleeve. The last pair from the original set is the red curved tip embroidery scissors. I have these by every machine, and I have a pair on each end of my long arm. So these have a slight curve. It's what I do all of my jump stitch cutting with, anything that I need to when I am pulling thread up and tying off on the long arm. This is what I use because of that curve. One of the things that this will do is when you have to cut a jump stitch, or you have to get right in to cut something very close, you can actually grab that thread with that tip of these scissors, and that serrated edge will hold it while you cut it. So really easy to use. So that was, and once again, it does have that protective sleeve. Any embroiderer, any long armer, anybody needs to have these scissors. And once again, I have them on both ends of my long arm because my scissors, when I get where I need them, I have them. I don't have to walk back and get some. So those are the original 4 pairs of scissors. This year, Karen K. Buckley came out with 2 new sets. So there's the orange set and the pink set. So the orange set, and these are a multi-purpose scissor. So these are a stainless steel blade. They do not have the serrated edge on them. So these are really great. Once again, they both have the sleeve on there. They are both right and left-handed. They are great for, you can cut fabric with them. If you need to cut any kind of freezer paper, if you need to cut templates out. Sometimes I'm cutting templates out when I'm placing things for embroidery, but you'll see how perfectly smooth that they are. Also with this blade and the way that these were manufactured, they stay sharp. So this is right or left-handed. This is the multi-purpose pair. So there is the large and then there is also the medium. What we did is we made this package for you two different ways. You can get all 6 pairs of the scissors, and that is going to be $149.99. So that has all of the scissors. It's about $200 retail is what that is. With those of you that already have these, unless you want to get a second pair to maybe put in a travel bag or in another room, we put together an expansion pack for you. So you can get the 2 pairs to add to the ones that you already have, and those are going to be on sale for $49.99. Now, when you buy the full set, don't forget that you're going to get a $5 Thimbletown gift card, so you guys are going to be able to collect these through the 10 days of Christmas. Late summer, Kimberbell came out with a set of scissors which are, once again, some of my new favorites. When I do these, I use all of the products that I show you guys. I don't just say, hey, this is what you should get. I actually use them. Most of you know I do a whole lot of embroidery. So Kimberbell came up with this fantastic set of scissors for sewing and embroidering, and mainly for embroidering. They are called the Deluxe Embroidery Scissors and Tools. And what they mean by tools is because inside also is a pair of tweezers. One thing that I use a lot when I am embroidering is, and with my applique, is the duckbill scissors. So when I talk about scissors, and I talked about with the Karen K. Buckley, I want a pair of scissors that is going to fit my hand, and is going to be comfortable to use. I don't want to have to try to shove my thumb in there and really just not be comfortable when I'm working. I want to get precision cuts. So I love the way that these were made. I will say Kimberbell really went above and beyond when they made these scissors. To me, they feel like you are cutting with a pair of Gingers. So they have a very smooth action. So in this set, you have the duckbills, and then you are going to have these super sharp scissors with a very fine point on them. These are really great for when you're cutting into applique if you are doing it the traditional way in machine embroidery. Or if you're doing traditional applique, when you need to get into those little inside curves, this will be the perfect pair of scissors to use. And once again, a very comfortable grip on there. And then we are going to have the snips. So these are spring-loaded, so you're going to snip when you need to go around your applique. I don't use these for long cuts. I definitely use these for the shorter cuts. And once again, they're curved, so I don't ever have any risk of cutting my fabric. Each one of them does have a cover to protect them, and then if you're you can put them back in the case. Mine never make it back into the case because I use them almost every day. The last thing in this deluxe scissor and tool set is a pair of tweezers. These tweezers are very, very long, very, very sharp, and have a very nice point on them. They're not like a traditional pair of tweezers where they don't close all the way when you touch this. If you are going to grab something, it is going to grab it. So if you're pulling a thread out, or you're trying to, maybe you have a thread that got sewn into something, this is actually going to grab it and hold it. That is how tight that finish is. So the Kimberbell Deluxe scissor set is $99.99 is the retail. We have it on our day 2 and our stuff you're stocking for $74.99. So take advantage of those. Our scissor set today, once again, will be an I Want It All that will have all 6 of the Karen K. Buckley and a $5 gift card. There is an expansion pack of the 2 brand new pairs, so you can add to ones that you exist. You can also get them individually. We sell a lot of these, and embroiderers love them, sewers love them. So if you want to add just any additional ones, you can find those on the website too. And then also you have the set. So remember to visit the website, thimbletown.com. Go to our 10 days of Stuff Your Stocking. When you open up that tab, it will have day 1, so anything that's left from yesterday, and then it will have day 2 of all our stuff today. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 3 of Stuff Your Stocking. Have a good day, everyone.